Big Switch. And because you have a winner taste, 88.5 FM is your only station.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policy. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up to be a patriot. You have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
The Omer is good. It takes one to be bad person. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No. The good. It takes Omer is good. It takes one to be bad person. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, president. The Omer is good. It takes to produce vice president for our prayer. When I turn to the man, the Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? Against our prayer for you to produce vice president. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job, can you go everywhere? No. The Omer is good. It takes one to be vice president. When we win, when I could be doing a job for you, can you go everywhere? No.
I don't want you to succeed. It's international. As far as who is a potential leader of the state, so they plug in, they put it into all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they get MPR on one ministry level. ESC.
Exactly.
They are only around the destroying. They are around this way as the voters worker will do nothing because they don't want you to succeed. And sure for who is a potential leader to see. So they're plugging in, they took all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they gave them around one ministry labor. Going and to putting people all over the place, even without asking me, say, okay, give me 4% to do it. No, you're not doing that. You are filling all the positions. And as just now, then the one, oh my, oh no, America to be secretary, other than what the caucus agree on, with the women are destroying. They are around this man and see what spiritually, physically, worker will do nothing tangible because they don't want you to succeed. It's in 2029. I'm sorry for who potential leader to see. So they're blocking him, they took all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they gave MD around one ministry labor. Going into putting people all over the place, even without asking me, say, Papi, give me 4% to the head. CPP and ANC.
Exactly.
They are only around the women and destroying. They are around this man and see what spiritually, physically, worker will do nothing tangible because they don't want you to succeed. This stuff in 2029. I'm sorry for who is a potential leader to see. So they're blocking him, they took all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they gave MD around one ministry labor. Going and to putting people all over the place, even without asking me, say, Papi, give me 4% to the head.
Mr. President, I want to start by saying thank you. Thanks for being here today. Your being here today, Mr. President, shows how much you respected Senator Johnson. I want to say thank you. Senator Nimla, I want to say thank you. When you were speaking and got to the part that said, why you can't forgive Senator Johnson. I thought you were going to wake up. Then I remember Senator Johnson was dead because you would never accept that he was guilty. He was never guilty. And because you were never guilty, he signed a war crime code because he wanted to go to court and tell the people of this country that he defended this country and his people. And so he was never guilty. Senator, you are dead, but we are here.
So every time a presidential candidate came and he would go and say, I will make you president, but I want you to buy me time. He did that with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and President Sirleaf at the time that there were 15,000 UN soldiers in this country, that she had the opportunity to execute war crime. The time that was promising was never given. Senator Johnson was troubled. Senator Johnson was troubled. He called me 10 o'clock in the night. And he said, distinguished. And I said, my brother. Every time he calls me distinguished. And I will respond and say, my brother, what is the problem? He said, I'm troubled. I was promised time. I was not given time. And now we're talking about war crime code. And I said to him, when they touch you, they will touch me.
And let me state this here clearly. That time was the time you signed the resolution for the establishment of war crime code. When we heard that you have signed a resolution for the establishment of war crime code, a executive committee member of MTRO rushed to your office. They will ask you, Senator, where did you sign this resolution? And you said to us, it's too much. I'm tired of the provocation. I'm tired. You said it to us. But people expect goods in the 90s. There are no way to talk. But today, I've been a politician. I'm everything. Go. If I want to kill me, I will die.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way is said, we cannot practice in our statements. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on coercion of sanitary conditions. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country, so that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their star is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up to be a patriot. You have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
We are on it again, man. Good afternoon. Thank you that you join us this afternoon for the show. Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews. The 22nd day of January 2025. The day CDC has sent out a resolve, a vow, a resolution. The day CDC is taking on the posture truly of an opposition political party. And for going forward, the government is not going to have it on silver platter. What is unfolding at the Liberian Senate, apart from the headquarters of the Congress of Democratic Change? You've got to be very mindful what you write on Facebook now. Freedom of speech is no in existence in Liberia. Be mindful what you say in the public where you find yourself. Everything seems to be curtailed, if not curtailing. Even tribute, you are held for it. So at FINRA, know what kind of tribute you are giving. Did I tell you that we have ourselves, we find ourselves in a typical mystery society? Let's have a wonderful time together. Thank you, man, that you joined us for sure. Real Talk. I'm Sam Andrews. So, we are giving out 10,000. Let me get that to you as quickly as we can before we get started. We're giving you 10,000. Start playing the King's Cash uh, giveaway right now. Start playing. We're giving you 10,000. Start playing now with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Dial star 799 star 100 hash and play with only 200 Liberian dollars. That's all you need to do. We're giving you 10,000. Start receiving your 10,000. It's up to you. If you wish, fine. If you wish not, fine. But we are giving you 10,000. No more, no less. It is our way of helping you out. It is our way of getting you out of poverty. It is our way of saving you from a bigger letdown. It is our way of just doing what we can for you because we find ourselves in a terrible society, an economy that is dwindling by the day, is bad off. It's not going to get better anytime soon. You're feeling the pinch of it. So if you can listen, where it's up to you. God said, a hint to a wise is quite sufficient. Just use wisdom. So we are encouraging you to play. Just play 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you can get for yourself 10,000. We're giving you 10,000. Please take the 10,000. It is not ours to keep. It is for you to have because it is yours. Start playing now. Play as many times as you can, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Play, and you will have your 10,000. It is for you. Let me acknowledge those of you who have come on. Thank you ever so much. I see all of you. You are great. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Let's have a wonderful time together this afternoon. Time is of the essence. We've got the issues to talk about. Let's get started. The Congress for Democratic Change had a news conference today, or called a news conference, and the party was very bold, blunt, definite, resolved. It was one of the best press conferences I had seen of the Congress for Democratic Change. The party's chairman did extremely well to lay out the party's position. I can just wrap that all in two ways, and that's what he sent out. One, that they are not going to take any mess from the government again. That's how I can call it. If you're listening to him, that's what he said, and you're about to listen to him. That is the description I can give it. Listening to him talk, that they are not going to take any mess, any recklessness, any don't care attitude. They are not going to put on any fear posture. They're not going to show any timidity. That means to show signs of being afraid. They're not going to go in any corner. Going forward, they will not entertain any mess from the government of President Joseph Yema Boakai. One. Two, the press conference given by Jenga Cole that the military, the police, with all their arms and other weapons, must get ready to get out and open fire. Because as the Constitution provides, as the Constitution protects everybody, including the man who is bearing the gun, they would get out en masse to speak to their government, to speak to their president. And if Joseph Yema Boakai don't want it, then let him order the army, the police to open fire. The third thing that came out of the press conference today, they sounded a caveat, or what is referred to as warning, to the United States Embassy, the European Union, the British Embassy, and all international partners here and countries around the world that they are aware of what is unfolding in Liberia under President Joseph Yuma Boakai. Though they are muted, but CDC does not see the mutation as deliberate, but rather they are in full control. They know what is happening. However, the party was enlightening them or reminding them of what is unfolding, that they, as CDC, under no circumstance will they entertain any mess from the Unity Party government again. Those are the three cardinals. Have a listen now to the party's chairman, Janga Cole. Have a listen to something is okay. Have a listen. Let's get it set. Okay, please. So those are the three cardinal issues. The that press conference was a firebrand press conference. The chairman is not a loud talker, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how one sounds. What is of vital importance is message. Let's take this break and get Janga Kowo set, please. Thanks for the understanding.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policy. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he argued with options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Yes, that's who he is. That's who he is. Let's move now to the party's chairman, Janga Kowo.
Because you have embarked on a mission of arbitrary action, recognizing the Constitution of the Republic, disregarding all of the tenets of democracy. We have come here to warn you. There will be mandating that bring people today to begin to prepare to stand up to the government. We have got the constitutional right to want to stand up to the government that progresses and disregards the very Constitution. The lengthening of the constitutional violations by the Boakai Unity Party government is totally reprehensible and totally unacceptable. We have come here to do the son of Calvin, the international community, and then reminding you in private. I've been telling you in private that the government is beginning to lose legitimacy. The government totally disregarding the constitution of the country is a recipe for national chaos. The government series
of actions in illegal dismissal of civil servants, illegal removal of citizens from various payrolls, and now the illegal removal of the speaker, the treasonable removal of the speaker. And now the attempt to begin to target members of the CDC will be resisted. Will be Yeah. The peace and stability of this country is in the hands of President Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party. And we are calling on you. We are calling on you to desist. To desist. And we can tell you, an attempt to arrest any of the CDC lawmakers will be to arrest the entire CDC. It's a story. We want to send out the message to ECOWAS. We want to send out the message to the European Union. We want to send out the message to MRU. We want to send out the message to the US government. And we have been silent and civil. I have a weakness. Because even when we had the entire national security apparatus, I want to suppose that in 2024, we just surrounded power. I had a weakness. But I was trying. I was total commitment to the democracy like in the evolving country. No government, no president will be allowed to rest the country. Some of us did the exam for many years. We will now go back to the exam. We will confront you here. So today we are objecting the national unity. Okay. The national authority that will be to mobilize the community. For 3-4 weeks, expecting confession for them and trying to use those confessions, even though they are aware of the temptation. I necessarily put evidence that you for receive after holding celebrate beyond the 48 hours into a period. It's like putting two charges on them and like comparing stuff in 3 days. All of them are free and for in the opposition. And those efforts will be resisted. Will be resisted strongly. We talk about members of the opposition community today. The entire is on the CDC. The CDC and government was still there and largely heard all the freedom of the country. All of the freedom provided the country were heard inside on the CDC still there of governance. And the CDC, they were practically transfer power in 2024 after the weakness. By the strength, our leader, that's a lesson from the George Manuel and he has fought so much there. His credential on the war stage. Even in the middle of any war, you know you're spending war, and you're trying to bring war to the country. You're moving loudly, including even while we're in power. You are activating people like General God, Navy, and others. You're bringing weapons to the country. And we are aware of these things. So because that was so close, in the wisdom of the president, his excellency from Zambia, he thought you are not willing to, you are being continued if you are that. But in his wisdom, in his supreme interest of the peace and stability of the country, he surrendered power democratically and put in place a robust transition. So what do you, a country that was stable, what do you, an economy that was stable, balance in the national accounts. Start with what we inherited in 2018. Trying to want to use a country that was stable. Trying to use a country that was peaceful. The CDC government was not wishful thing employees in government to go without a mandate because they're here. Not to wait on people who are from Unity Party. Right? No Unity Party people working out of the list. No. All across the government. And today you are taking power. You are arrogantly targeting ordinary citizens who are only earning a business for us. And tell you the day of reckoning is here. The day of reckoning is here. And we said earlier, you want to go the CDC, like the talk of one of the things that are McGill, to be calling for a golf course, to be working along with the McGill, the issue that the new golf course, so that you have watching a speaker. You have found a legal we can sue legal action against the illegal project. Or because all expenditure executed on the budget for 2025 to be illegal because Afghanistan and the legal speaker. The speaker of the 55th National Legislature remains after James National. Never attempt to do otherwise. It's a violation of the Constitution. And that act of installation court, installation in every legal way permissible. So on this note, we want to conclude. I reiterate our call to all the citizen structures around the 15 counties. Because it is clear in your parents that you have been targeted by the government. Our members are being picked up and being kept in confinement beyond the 48-hour legal period. The government of Nigeria has taken no the right of labor status that is granted all Article 21 of the Nigerian Constitution. And for the government, labor status is a race activity of state of emergency and must be respected. For the Unity Party government, as people the rate of wake-up couples, the hair, Nigerians in custody, torturing them, extracting equivalent information from them, is attempting to use those information. The judiciary is being weaponized, the union is being disrespected, the rulings of the Supreme Court are being disrespected. And we can assure you, because your action is equivalent to the breakdown of law and order in the country. And the government should be the first upholding the rule of law. But the government is at the forefront of the violation of the Nigerian Constitution, thereby leaving no option to citizens but to begin to organize to defend your rights under the Constitution of the Republic. So in conclusion, we have to mandate all of the structures of the city to begin to mobilize in your community because it is clear and apparent. The Unity Party government has become a tyranny, has become a virtual military junta, and is going to the country in a junta style and won't be resisted. Because we will not allow members, the citizens of the country to pick up, torture, and who got charges based upon them. So we are mandating structure to begin immediately. To mobilize in the community. We want to warn the government not to attempt to erect into our government because that would really attempt to erect the fire on this segment. On this note, we have to tell you that the Excellency President George Manuel Weah means the people that vote for this country because he loves it very much. I want to surround our peacefully. Even in the midst of allegations of fraudulent activity taking place, the object for the supreme interest in the stability of the country, that's why he's surrounded power peacefully. He thereby putting you on a new level at the international and national level. What there's no love to tell you that the CDC will remain robust. The CDC is ready to to confront this tyranny of a regime. CDC is mobilizing the community. We want to force everybody to lend your cooperation to the people working with our brothers in the opposition community to make sure that this government changes course. This government must come back to constitutional order. Government must come back to constitutional order. We are calling on many of the government. It's not just really about how many to be a veteran of the education party or someone who was lawyer. We are disappointed. Only his wife, National Security Advisor, he proud of our relation with the Constitution. Now he's sure from his responsibility. If you are not in charge of National Security Advisor, you was quit. For history with George Curry, for all your watch, citizens of the country are being arrested, are being here for 3 weeks. The 3 Liberians were arrested on January 4th. They have not been released up to now after 2 successive raids of habeas corpus issued against the government. If the court issue a habeas corpus against the government and that rate is keep low, that is the remedy. For that remedy, it is in the community. Come on. The government is coming on the set. Whether your 10,000 security movement will continue to have the legitimacy of the government does not lie in the security of police. The people police are the battlefield citizens. The legitimacy of the government lies in your victory in 2023 and the democratic transfer of power to you. It should steer the court to respect the constitution of the country. But your attempts to violate the constitution of the citizen are brought to as the one of the constitution to protect themselves. We are beginning that process.
The Secretary General, or the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, Janga Ko, Anthony at Law, Janga Ko, with that press conference on behalf of the party. Okay. Okay. So those are the key points from the press conference today. It's no more diplomacy. They've waited, gave time to the government, and the government interpreted the leading opposition silence as weakness, but it was given time and space, simply time and space, to the government to start doing the needful, but they felt that nothing going to happen because it is one party state now. Now the leading opposition has come out. You heard the chairman, 10,000, you can bring your 10,000 gunmen out. You can bring out your military, you can bring out the military, you can bring out the police with all the arms, you can bring out all of those people. They are ready. The party is ready and the party is coming out. Continue to play the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving out 10,000 today. I hope that you are playing. When I turn to the dashboard, as you see, you're playing and play as many times as you can. Dial star 799 star 100 hatch, $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. you play if that's all you need to do, and in mass. And according to the party's chairman, if the government finds it right to bring out the military to prevent them and to open fire, they will never ever be discouraged. They will get out. So the government can bring out the military, they can to open fire and kill everybody because there is no right in this country any longer. They would defy anything and anybody. And if ever was a time to respect the rights of people, for 6 years, this country enjoyed peace. Rights of people were protected. Nobody, the government of the day then did not infringe on anybody's right. The Constitution provides for that. When the government of the day yesterday raised one or two concerns, what did the opposition in power today say? It was their constitutional right. The Constitution provides that they move out. They said that it was their fundamental rights under the Constitution. Therefore, government supported their colleagues on the ground that George Weah cannot trample on the rights of the people. George Weah cannot stop us from exercising our constitutional right. Mo Ali was on radio stations together with the other Unity Party people. Government allowed them to see reason, but they said no. Right. However, the president of the day then, George Weah, because the Lord provided that they have the right to protest. What we will do is we'll provide maximum protection as required. And there were series of protests. There were series of protests, and no one was taken to jail. No political prisoners went to jail. No jailers went to jail for retain. These people will get on the radio and say all kinds of awful things. To the extent the people who are preaching ethicism, the people who are preaching cultural principles, the people who are preaching morality. Yesterday, it wasn't about morality. It was about radicalism, aggressiveness. It was about all of those things yesterday. They will get on the radio. They will insult former President Weah. They will insult his wife. They will insult his mother. There was entire generation. Yesterday, it was right. All of the human rights people find us, call a news conference and say, we are doing this, we are government doing that. The international community need to take note of this. All of those things we are aware we have some records available. President Weah understood. He bare it with them. Nobody went to jail. Nobody was stopped from expressing their opinion. People will say, footage. Nobody shoot anybody there to the government's position. There were defense or defiance all over the place. And the law prevailed by the Joseph Walker, a unique culture, freedom of assembly, right to protest, and on we can go. Yet, the president said nobody will get in the street. Do you know that it is the resolve of Unity Party government that nobody will exercise in this place as long as they are in charge? But the party is fed up because they same way people were giving information freedom. It is a freedom. Everything that do in cycle with house. And they will not sit there and allow you to trample on the rights of others simply because God. So the party said they are coming out. You heard Janga Ko instructing the party structures throughout the country to get ready. They are not saying they are coming out. Janga Ko did not say they are coming out. But when the need be, the party will come out. And by the description, if it is 1 billion sedition and stern and open fire on the 1 billion, well, let it be. Martin Luther King said, before this victory is won, some will be called that mystery rival. Some will be called that agitators. Where we find ourselves today. If ever was a time that the government sees reason to respect the fundamental rights of people and stop trampling upon free speech, freedom of assembly, do what is right, uphold the rule of law, fulfill your promises made to the people. If ever was a time, now is the time. But this is the resolve of the party. And I must say, I have liked this. I like this press conference today. I have attended several press conferences of the Congress for Democratic Change. And I wasn't impressed as compared to what I heard today. Because you know why? These guys, they did it in the past. Come on. God said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. This is no joke here. There's no Nebuchadnezzar reign here. This is Liberia. This is a sovereign state, independent state, a state of liberalism. Every right has to be respected by the people. And the government is under obligation by the social contract principle to protect its citizens and not deny the citizens. Because when they are denied, then you don't see them as citizens again. You see them as slaves and you become the slave masters. There ain't no country again. Ain't no democratic culture. Let me inject this, then I open the line. While you play the King's Catch giveaway, I hope that you are playing. Please play. We're giving you 10,000. Dial star 799, star 100 hatch. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. That's all you need to do, and you get your money. You can tell You don't know the future. No one knows what lies ahead of us. You need money as we are giving you it. The time is hard. The country is going to get harder, even beyond this. If you have no money, well, it's up to you. God first, money second in everything. We are giving you 10,000. It is our way of helping you, getting you ready for whatever the situation you find yourself in. So this one from the party also, the press conference today. Listen, it's all but fair that you treat your institution in difficult times and in good times. Loyalty is not when things are rosy. Loyalty is saying also in difficult times. It is not when you find yourself in a problem after you've abandoned the institution, you enjoy all the stuff of life, when you can no longer get the support of your colleagues, and then you retreat to the party's headquarters. Pretentiously, you are a faithful person. I want to be very critical of some of the names that were at the party's headquarters today. It is my understanding that they went there. They weren't there for a very long time, because I may not be at the party headquarters for all of the events, but I was there for some of them, and those were major events. I did not see some of these people. One of them, Dixon Sibo. I cannot tell all of my visits at the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change with those major programs and others. So, Dixon Sibo. But today, Dixon Sibo sat down in the conference room alongside the party's legislative caucus chairman, Senator Nathaniel McGill, and others, because he needs protection now. But when things were rosy, they had no time. I can tell, and I don't think any one of you can tell the time that you ever went at a party's headquarters and you saw Dixon Sibo there. But today, Dixon Sibo was seated protectively because he in a situation, his name is out for a possible arrest, so he needs the party's protection now. Secondly, you now see why we've told you that being a part of an institution is compulsory. It goes with several factors. If you have no institutional base, you are on a sinking sand, and you are in a position to drown, because no one will come to your aid that you have no connection with, but people will express sympathy. T5 or Thomas Fowler right now, he doesn't have a base. He's trying to connect a base, so he's doing everything within and around Unity Party people, sorting out things to become a part of them, just as the vice president did. You can never survive in the absence of a support base. So because he's in that situation, his name is out now, so he goes under the wing protectively of the party's legislative caucus chairman, Senator McGill, and the other people. He's sitting there, and I'm just looking at the man. But it's not a surprise. I know that's how human beings are. When things are good with them, they don't look back on their institution. Even though he didn't leave CDC, though he didn't betray the speaker, he continues to be with speaker. But I'm not talking about their legislative support or the sticking with the speaker. I'm talking about his membership, his status with the party. All of those times things were rosy at the Capitol building. I never saw him there, but he was there today. However, that is the situation now. You can't throw him away, not because he in the situation or he had that, he's in this terrible situation in which they are being lied on. Yeah. But just thought to highlight that. When your institution in good times, be with the institution. When it is going through terrible times, be with the institution. The boat can rock, but when it rocks, it can set sail. Life isn't without problem. And that is why I told you, seditions, don't get trouble with all those people leaving. Everything that happens with a reason. And the reason always benefits you, but you will think it is against you because sometimes it comes when you're just not thinking about it, or you see several things happening, but they happen for your good. There isn't anything that happens against you does not have good in it. The inability to figure out it's what gives us hard time, and we just go on screaming, shouting, crying. So that's what came out today. That is the first Pental. We're not going to waste time on that. We'll go to the line, but before then, let's see those of you who have played and continue to play. We're giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars today. Dial star 799 star 100 hash and play with 200 Liberian dollars. That's all you need to do. Not more, not less, just 200 Liberian dollars. The chairman said, the day of reckoning has come. The day of reckoning has come. You know what that phrase is all about? It is simply a time when past mistakes or misdeeds must be punished. Or you can say paid for. Or a testing time when the degree of one's success or failure will be revealed. That's what the expression day of reckoning is all about. That's the expression the chairman used. All right, let's turn to you now and continue to play the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000 today. 10,000. I know how I can tell you to receive your 10,000, and nobody will tell me how to receive money. I know money is good, so I just need to receive it. If they tell me this is how you ought to receive it by just playing with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US and dial star 799 star 100 hash, I'm going to do that. So I hope that you're doing that. Let's do it. When I conclude the call, and then we are soliciting the call, then we get to you. All right. So that's it. You're listening to Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews, on this 22nd day of January 2025. So I thought not to add the other ones so that you will speak your mind, your observation, what you make of the party's chairman or the party's position. Just few calls, not taking many, then we'll move to the other. So you don't want to stay too long on the line. I will not entertain that. You just go straight to the point. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sam Andrew.
Yeah, so you want to go straight to the point. Let's hear you. Time. I know that.
This hour in Zimbabwe. Sam Andrew, that's why you will be ahead of the day. I even declare my support for you. You is one of my best journalists, Sam Andrew, that I ever listened to on radio. Sam Andrew, even to you are very rare. Can you imagine, Sam Andrew, my party is CDC, I love President Weah. But just imagine, since we voted dating Siwo up to President Sam Andrew, I've never even seen Ask Abu Rasta talking it. Just because Sam Andrew today, they need a party support. That's why you see them defending the first quarter. I'm speaking about this number 16, Sam Andrew, Sabu Rasta.
Thank you.
Sabu Rasta.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta.
Let me say thank you to my party chairman, Sam Andrew, for that brilliant speech, Sam Andrew. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm mobilizing my friends. Sam Andrew, telling them that today I've got released for the party. I want to tell the chairman, thank you, Sam Andrew. We're standing by for anything, Sam Andrew.
Thank you. Have a nice Wednesday. Hello.
Hey, bro, how are you doing?
I'm doing good as you are.
Thank you. This is Austin Ware from Uptown. So you see, for all that you explained, the last part, well, Mr. Sigone, all of them are the party color now. They are saying the groundhog is passing up and the little chicks are going on their mothers, right? Are you living in the interior, brother? Say, Andrew.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, if you live in the interior, when the hog is passing up to carry the little chicks, then they will run under their mother. Now they are run under the peoples. You get me? But then we're not seeing them. You see what is happening? But yesterday we stand with the party. We thank God for the party man for giving that brilliant speech. This is what we've been waiting for. And we are standing by. We will do everything possible to erect checkpoint before these criminals. Thank you.
Thank you too. Nice Wednesday. I wish for you. 0772239933. The WhatsApp line, wherever you are around the world, +231 886 3044 97. The women's line 0777 980375. Hello.
Hello, Sir Hunt. How you doing?
I'm doing good as you are. Let's hear you. Your name.
Yeah, I'm calling from Mama.
Let's hear you from Mbakli.
Yes, Andrew, I read it like what it said. Because everything they put today, and I started all opposition, who this position they are targeting. So when we sit down there, they will continue to use us, then that means they will continue being weak. So send us the signals, so they are ready to mind. Those people, they testing the water, if the water not get ready for them, they will continue testing the water. So I read what the chairman said. So we send our people on the door for us again for St. Andrew, our left at brave. They're gonna see the boat doing the situation, taking people carrying out no error, so showing that doing all kinds of things. What other things should happen in this country? We are not Liberians, and so when you win state power, it means that people should give slave honor you. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Thank you ever so much.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Your name and where you call from? You want to move? You want to move? Yeah, move from in those voices. Move.
To Kwame Johnson, they call me Admita the Common Law as President William for Douala Market. St. Andrew are also why you say, Joma. Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay. While we taking the package, we the old man. Taking it, we holding our prayer. God will take control. He said that we shouldn't revenge for our stuff. He will revenge for us. We know what's happening. We know that what they want to do, that what Wakate, the defense minister, hypocrisy made. We know it. But we're breaking for me, I'm breaking a party chairman. Because when CDC can offer, it will not be smart. So we're breaking. Let the day we go, we will put our need to go. For God said to come and get the trouble for our ears. I want to say, in Jesus' name.
Amen. Oh. Don't worry, Mama. Nothing will happen. That's democracy. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, let's hear you. Your name and where you come from.
Okay. For me, but what introduction, this is our we are joining from Omega Market from President Legacy. You see, it is that time for people to protect their in this country. Business people that you're talking about, thank God you did not say that you resigned for the CDC. If you have said that you resigned, then a different issue. Although you are not been coming, boy, that's a mistake. You will recover from that. But say, Andrew, not be real in this country. We will not stay in this country for one open they just come out and point a guilty finger. Then the poor come out and report they just be harassing CDC lawmakers in our face. They will stay in the country quietly. They shouldn't work. We are all human beings. That's a fake report that they come and work. So is there only CDC lawmakers are working at Capital Building? What about other people that are on guard? Other citizens working there? Why are they not accusing only CDC people? Look, we shouldn't sit down and then look at people in the corner and harass the CDC lawmakers and that, man. Thank you very much for your show.
Have a nice day. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. St. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, and Peter David Castle, I call from under the street lights in Lower Johnsonville.
Let's hear you, Mr. Kaiser.
Let me say thanks to Mr. Jangaku for his excellent deliberation. I think these are things that we
and expected from them. And for us, we are here waiting for the margin order from them. Because we, as the biggest opposition political party, the entire Liberian society is depending on us. Looking at this government, the way they are proceeding in the wrong direction, we need to create a check and checkmate them. Enemies to apply them. Do not be afraid of police and that of the airfare. Some of protest, when it gets announced, will be on our knee, will be on a clear message to an old man Wakai and his dictatorial on the police director. These guys will not do anything for us. So they are ready. The thank you and the CDC, the entire executive committee, and I salute you people who have to be very much robust. We are with you people and are waiting to see any action or any information, and I will execute it.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
This is my CC,
Let's hear you.
calling from Clarendon, the general herself. My brother, how your family?
I'm good. Good as yours.
Okay, thank God. Although I'm not well, I'm okay. If it will go, God will do the rest. Yeah, what I want to say thanks to Jackapo. You know, everybody calling on CDC, the biggest party, the political party in this country. They're coming up. What they're not talking for the people. What they're not doing this. What they're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of people, almost 21 votes when the two-party political party that was running for the presidency. Today, you can't see any of them around. But they're calling on the CDC that they say was bad party. They're having bad leadership today. They're calling airport them. They're calling airport them. So I want to say thanks to Jackapo, but all we need is peace because the man we listen to every day say peace is all of the day. All we want is peace, but it's people that the great people must speak to that leader. When they go in astray, they go to the tell the leader what you do is not correct. When it's not listening, then the country will go. But the leader thing, they will say, the ammunition to kill people in this country. Then that's bad.
They can do it. That's the last thing they will ever think about. They can. They can.
They kill people in there in Kingdom. You saw it happening and now they get people 1,000. We want to protest.
Okay, man, Sisi.
They beat all the students who want to go protest. They almost get all the president for them.
All right, man, Sisi. Okay.
We will get out, but we want peaceful.
Yeah. No, the country remains peaceful. Don't worry. Nothing will happen. This is democracy. You have to express your opinion. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Yeah, Peter from one of Bishop join you from Ralphie Highway this afternoon. Although I was not really privileged to listen to the press conference, but I've been following the show. You see, this is what we've been yearning for. You know, one of the biggest advocates for human rights said this, Martin Luther King, and I quote, he said, at the end, we will not listen to the voices of our enemy, of those who are intriguing us, but the silence of our friends. CDC is a grassroots party, and CDC is a friend of the people. So we want to hear them saying what they are saying now instead of keeping silent. If they keep silent, the people are going to notice they are silent and they are going to know that their friend was not there because friends in need is friend indeed. So though I have not listened to that press conference, but I think it's positive because I heard a lot of colleagues employing whatever they said there. So we are listening to them. We are out in a community. We listen for the marching order to put the right checkpoint in the right position. We are not going to be hooligans. Then they're going on. We're not hooligans.
Okay, Chief.
But
Thank you.
Advocates. We are advocates for the right of people, for the right of Liberia to go in developmental.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is my people defender.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to thank you, our dynamic chairman. I pray that all those citizens that listen to the radio, the United Party people into power here without even step it, people started protesting in this country. Now they get to power, they want to be intimidating our lawmakers. And no, they're representing us. But they didn't see us doing his work. From the time back into power, they're intimidating the people. No one for the people to go to work. They went out just in capital Benny. They took it from him. So when he gets in, they see the thing that they think what the people, the one you can see, but they see right in the district there. I want to talk for the district.
Okay, thank you.
So when the post talking, let's try to see how bad we can stop the point from him making fun of to see comfortable in the country. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you too. Have a nice midweek. Thank you all for spicing it up by your calls. The first lap. Let's turn to the comments. Those who are following online. There's Jerry Mountain said CDC has taken more. It's time to change. We need to stand up as a party. Matthew Choloplay said, who will die, but it's time seditions face this criminal government. It's not time for peace. Right now, it's time to face this useless government. Asata Miller said that press conference was the most enjoyable press conference ever by the CDC leadership under useless Bouaka government. It's now time for actions. This nonsense has to stop. Enough is enough. Who else? Dobon Hill said, rightfully so, it's about time the CDC take a stand or put their feet down. This government and their leaders are what? That's why they are using power to intimidate opposition. Cecilia Slamwon Yakwawolo says, Sleepy Joe Bouaka playing with radio station. Emmanuel Bro said, what a strongly worded statement from the Congress for Democratic Change. Way to go, CDC, as Liberia's largest opposition political party. It's about time that you flex your muscle to JNB and his UP. Okay. Thank you all. The comments are so good. Good. So that's what came out of the party headquarters today. A resolve, a vow, a resolution, a warning out. And I know right now the government, they are discussing it here and there. 6 years, we are kept a democratic culture, a unique one that the international community praising. So much so that we are conceded when he should not have conceded. You like it or not? We had all options available to him as a sitting president to reverse any and everything then that today he will still be in. This is Africa. We're seeing it all over the place. You like it or not, the records are there. We're seeing it. When a certain president say, we won the election, what would you say? Look right here. Uganda, Mali, other places. What the other people say, and they only raise their voices. This is wrong. We're not do the ECOWAS, toothless bulldog. You saw anything? They're getting right there. The certain leader, the certain leader, listen to this guy. These people are European people. They know exactly what it is. They know the ability, the power that a certain president wields. The clip that I always play introducing the show, you hear what the guy said? He said, even though he had options as sitting president, listen to it.
Contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, it's a testament to his contribution.
Did you hear the guy? He said why he arguably had options. Not optional, but options. The people, they knew, they saw it. They know the advantages a certain president has. And who has the final say in everything? The sitting president. You'll be thankful. Unity Party reign, or what Unity Party has, is gifted. It's gifted. We could sit over there as the president, sitting president, and say this election was won by CDC. What you do, you go, or you kind of email, or you have press conferences all over the place. Just how they have many press conferences in the past as opposition. Nothing will happen. The international community will only tell you, oh, you're living in a spirit of this. We invested so much in this country. We don't want to go back to another. All kinds of things. Those are the ways they use to quiet you. You leave it. You are not go. We are states on as president. Why he arguably had options, meaning we could reverse.
Iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options, congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, while he arguably had options as a sitting president, while he arguably had options as a sitting president, while he arguably had options as a sitting president, while he arguably had options as a sitting president, while he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy.
We could have sat over there as the sitting president with all the options and say, this election's won by CDC. What do you do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But because he inherited a country that came out of war and strived the best he could, demonstrating a good sense of leadership to nurture, enhance, and maintain a democratic culture in which rights of people were not trampled upon, no political prisoner was taken to jail, no journalist was taken to jail for whatever they wrote or spoke on radio, and on and on. He went further to concede to Boakai, called Boakai and congratulated him. When the people in the international community didn't believe, final results are not out yet. Yet the sitting president conceded. What I'm telling you is, Unity Party inherited a unique culture, a unique democratic culture from WIA. It is incumbent upon them to maintain that culture. But what we see, they are going off track and think this is a one-party state or unity party state. Today, we've heard about snake chambers, the snake furnace, unity party government. So, play the King's Cash giveaway. We gradually moving. Play dial star 799 star 100 hash, play with only 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Let's play as many times as we can. Very shortly, I will check my dashboard to see whether you are playing. If you're not playing, then it means that you are not a friend of the show. You just don't mind that, just kidding. But you need to play. Wherever you are, you need to play. It is our way of helping you. This country is hard. You need money. Everyone needs money. But money wouldn't drop. No, it's not like what the people will say, manna dropping from heaven. You have to attempt to get, and you attempt by just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US and dial star 799 star 100 hash. That's all. And then you can have your 10,000. So it is clear now. Everybody knows the SONA is around the State of the Nation address, but that is not the issue. My concern is it is a known fact now that everything was concocted against Fonati Kofa, that they want the speaker down. They have moved to the last. They consider this the last. They try all the options, everything they plan, how to get him to resign as the Speaker of the House. It didn't work. He resisted everything. They took his security detail, the convoy. He was told in the presence of the president to make a concession or a defeat statement or resignation. He refused. All of those things they did. They went at the Capitol. They took, burst into his office. We were told by Representative Yeke Koluba. We saw all of those things. The videos are available because everything that happened now, it goes worldwide. We're in the war of technology. All of those things. So because none of them work, the last thing now, they say, this is it. By this, we can get him to resign. So everything, look at all of the suspects. All of the suspects, they are from Fonati Kofa's office. But here is the most discouraging, inhumane thing. Liberia. I've listened to several lawmakers from the majority bloc. I've listened to them. Do you know that these guys, they hold to the belief that Fonati Kofa, their colleague, burned that place? The people saying it clearly. They're not hiding anything. They're going on radio stations and saying Fonati Kofa should take ownership. He should surrender. He knows about what happened. Can you imagine his fellow lawmakers? The people who say that Fonati Kofa, I listened to the guys then say yes. Look, it's just that, let me tell you honestly, if I had the opportunity to leave this place, actually, this place is not a country. We're just here because no option. But this is not a country. This is hell. This is a place where grudge reigns, where malice, hate reigns in the atmosphere, where people will stoop so low for power and money and see their colleagues going down. These lawmakers, but guess what? All of them, they're on radio stations. I listen to most of them. They are saying that Fonati Kofa burned the building. You know how they're saying it? Fonati Kofa should take ownership of this thing. Fonati Kofa should not be in. Let Fonati come out and say, we're listening to the people because they're from the majority bloc. But let's assume, God forbid, that can happen, sir. But just for a discussion, let's assume that Fonati Kofa is arrested, carrying to jail. You think these people, these lawmakers in the majority bloc who saying Fonati Kofa burn the place, you think they will be happy? They will start expressing regret. It will be the time their humanness or their human self will come in. Right now, they're not in their human nature. The money nature, the empower nature. The guys are saying, hey God, I say I'm listening to the men yesterday talking. The cold bomb came on my skin, I almost cry. Hey God. The men own colleagues. 10. Hey man. They see people, I assume that if allegation is brought against any one of those lawmakers, they will not accept it. They would say it is a lie and they want to be given due process to exonerate themselves, all kinds of things. They will be embarrassed psychologically. But yeah, because they on the other side, so they say Fonati Kofa, the people are really eager. Yeah. I said I recorded it, man. I recorded the two lawmakers while they were talking. After that, when I listened to it over and over, I just got vexed by way. I almost smashed the phone. What people will be that wicked, that devilish, diabolical? I can see what God said in Jeremiah 17:9. The heart of man is desperately wicked. No one can know it except he alone. That's why I say not everybody who said law, law. But anybody and everybody can say law, law. But where are they coming from? The recesses of the heart. That whole thing. But it's not surprised AB explained it. AB gave the whole setup. Didn't AB say that this thing was going to happen leading to the SONA? And we have a few days to go, and it has intensified. We have a few days to go for the SONA. It's next week, Monday, the 4th working Monday. And it be lay out the structure, the diabolical plan. And you see it, and it intensify with the days going. Do you think Fonati Kofa in himself, Fonati Kofa? Even you pour all kind of thing in Fonati Kofa, say you drug him all over and say do the capital building. He will never do it. The sense will be restored. Then one more in a normal self. Why would Fonati Kofa want to burn the capital building? Why would he want to sponsor burning? Why would it profit him? What does it bring to his family or himself and his colleagues? What profit? Why would he want to do that? You want to ask yourself that question. Has he done this before? Does he have any record of engaging in such diabolical act? Why? But it's good for Fonati Kofa. When he come out of this, he needs to go and have 1 month Thanksgiving, telling God, thank you. God is with Fonati in this situation. And every other lawmaker who standing with Fonati, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, God is with him. The only way God is not with Fonati Kofa and the senators, the representatives who are with him, except they are supporting an act that God forbids. Once they are on the right track, the consciences are clear. God is with Fonati Kofa and the rest of the people. No matter how the government twists it, God will expose. As they bring it, you can see how it's going. When they bring the other one, God expose them. When they bring the other one, God expose. Everybody, the unborn child, can even see the broad daylight. That's how God works. Nobody should ever think, don't ever hold that illusion that God is not in any and everything on earth, everything he waiting when people stand in front of him that lie. Right now, as I'm broadcasting, God, yeah. You walking on the street, God, you. You know why some terrible things can happen? And people say, oh, tell me, look at how the two cars smashed like that. And there he inside. Anything. That's why he said, in anything that we do, what up 950 million times, we should call him 950 million times. He will be there. He said, call upon me in the days of trouble, and I will deliver you. This too will come to pass. This too will pass, rather. It will pass. But after it all, those lawmakers who are excited, they are making it take, as we say in Liberian 10. They want to see their colleague Fonati Kofa. They want to see handcuff on his hand. Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, Marvin Cole, and the rest of the guy, Janga Cole. No better time than what CDC did with that press conference, because it is glaring. It is clear that it's all targeted at CDC. When you do an investigation like that, or you start an investigation, everybody knows that, oh yeah, you explain that thing to small children. They will tell you, boy, let people, yeah, they just against the mayor. Because all the people they say they talking to, all of them come from the mayor office. So that only the mayor get office in that place. So Una Fonati Kofa people went to the place in the morning. The rest of the senators and representatives, the people did not go there. The police who took siege of the place, beat lawmakers, beat civilians, beat legitimate protesters, and took siege of the place the entire Tuesday and Wednesday. They say the police that clean people, they didn't do anything. So they can be investigated. But as far as we know in our elementary sense, the person who any place, if something happened at the first person, the investigation can start with, because you are responsible for that place. You are the authority there, but they push the police aside. They exonerated the police. This too is Liberia. The person who has the power is the strongest. The person who does not have the power, does not have the gun, is vulnerable. He or she at the mercy of the person who has the gun, who has the power. And there where we are. So it is all about Fonati Kofa, yeah? And Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, Marvin Cole, Janga Cole, and the rest of the CDC people. Look at elementary thing. Then they have the law, their colleagues. Their colleagues say, their colleagues on the other side, they want to see handcuff on Dixon Sibo here, Marvin Cole, Abu Kamara, Speaker Kofa, Janga Cole. They want to see handcuffs on the hair being taken to South Beach. NIA, Gona stupid, Gona dull. Listen, as much as we don't want war in this country, but let us not think that we're clever than God. We didn't set this war. There are countries that went through terrible times because of the injustices, the lies. They came out of it. Instead of learning sense from it, they went back to the same thing. And what happened? God allowed them to go into another round. We're not hoping for that. We not want that. We know what we went through. Personally, I was here throughout the world. God did not allow me to go. Everybody left, family members then left. God said, no, Sam Andrew, stay here so you will see what is happening. You'll be able to tell the people after everything is over, because I need witnesses. And that's how God works. He works with witnesses. We don't want it, but we should be mindful against Let us not repeat those things that brought us into the dark days. The same thing that what led to Sierra Leone war. That's what led to other countries' war. Certain group of people here during Samuel Doe reign, what made Taylor, Ellie, and the rest of the people vex? And because they were lying on people, then they were being killed, they were taking them to jail, they were executing people. Isn't it the same thing? The only difference is today people are not being executed, but they were being lied on. They will go to the president and say, Mr. President, President Doe, this person is this person wants to do this person is this. In no time, President Doe too, he will not sit down to use an independent reasoning. Pam, that person is on the pole. That what let Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Charles Taylor, Prince Johnson, and the rest of the people to start looking for money to bring in the war to stop Samuel Doe autocratic and tyrannical rule, tribal rule, injustices of all kinds. That was when Ellen admitted. Ellen said she financed the war, meaning the proposal was made to her. And she accepted it and said, in a UN system, I will lobby with some of my UN people. We'll get money to get guns and other things. And that what led us into 1990. That today, the country lost more than 250,000 human beings, tens of thousands displaced. We're showing the same signs again because we get power. The power and money led us into 10, 14 solid years of war. We're showing it again. We can. One good thing God knows is Black Liberia don't learn from the past. They don't learn from the past. God shows signs here. You know why all those fires? We had those fires all over the place. Those fires, indiscriminate burning. You think it was just ordinary? Many of you, sorry to say, but many of you don't even know because you have no time. You have no time to study science. You think it was just ordinary? You think it was just wire contract? We're going everywhere. It called churches, houses, minutes, everywhere. Indiscriminate. You think it was for nothing? God was showing sign to Liberia to be careful. And I told you people, I tell you people that God shows signs by fire. God warns by fire. God destroys by fire. It's in the Bible. Those of us who are Christians will see it there. Let us, America. You saw what America did? What happened to America? You saw how the fire went? Now ask yourself, Liberia and America has a closer tie. So look at it. Fire in Liberia, fire in America. Liberia is, America is Liberia big brother. Look at the fire in America. You think it was just ordinary fire, mere fire? That was a warning, a judgment, a pending judgment. He allowed it to start from Liberia and went to America. Unprecedented, according to the people, they have not experienced that kind of fire before. All, with the exception of a single church standing in the fire, did not touch, did not burn the church. Everywhere went. We have to be careful, my people. We have to be careful. I know very many of you, you don't follow signs because all you know, you go to church, but you don't read this Bible carefully. Signs foreshadow what is about to happen. And God get vexed and start to punish. You think God's stupid, eh? Listen, we have to come to our senses in this place. Who told you that when you in peace, God can allow you to go to war again. You will go back to war when you start doing the same thing that led you into another round of crisis. That's how God works. You think when those countries that are experiencing unprecedented earthquakes, they went through things before. And then in no time, another one on them. Hundreds of the people going. Half the country going. And then you sit down. We say, oh, why God will allow this? No, God can allow it because that's what they call judgment. We have to be careful. It's not right what we're doing in our country. Let us rid ourselves of hate, of grudge for each other. When we are at fault, let us admit our negligence. It is not wrong to admit your negligence. It is leadership. It is not incompetence. It is leadership. When you can admit your negligence, it only means that you are a good leader demonstrating a leadership because you are not infallible. What will it take that the government will admit this is a blunder, or the legislature? They stay over there. They never ever put any mechanism in place. 100% their negligence was on how they can get 45,000, 50,000, 75,000. Even at the burning of the legislature, they stay on money business. They should have taken full responsibility of that place. Had they done the needful from the beginning, that which they're doing now, we will not have experienced that thing. Now that they talking about procuring CCTV to install in all of the rooms and the corridors and everywhere. But like that, they stay on money business. Senate Pro Tem, according to the information that came out, bought a car for $80,000, United States dollars. Despite all of the cars she has. I know Senator Dillon would soon buy his 80,000, and the rest of the people. I have not been opportune to travel all over the world, but I think that Liberia is the only country that the politicians, they love car than anything. Car. The legislators will just fight for money to get car. They want to be seen right in big car. That Liberia you can't bluff. Look at our city. You get 80,000 card, 90,000, 40,000. Today or tomorrow, that breath move from in you. It finish. That they will not put the cars, the houses, and money, everything in that grade. Let Prince Johnson there. Before Prince Johnson, there are other people. All of us will leave this place, will be laying down. They will fix her with a hand cross. Put her in a bus called casket. All the things will remain behind. All the people who preceded us, they carry all those things with them. You die, Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson in a box called casket with a handful. He carry all those things. You just have to be careful. What leadership is or legacy is what you do with the position, the power, the money that you have. Look at what is happening all over the place. When you do all those things, you have several cards. You stay buying cards. Get all those cards in your yard. So say the person, the Liberian politician, get plenty cards. That all. What those things will do for you? I can see what God said, what Paul said. We came naked and we return naked. So all the things that game Speaker Kofi, yeah? Okay. So let's move to the party, Unity Party. They said they've made significant achievement. They made significant achievement in 1 year. 1 year. The most significant achievement in 1 year. Let me bring you the party's chairman, the pastor. Pastor sitting there, all these things happening. Pastor Luther Tappe. I get time. And you see it? Sometimes when the people say, Pastor, Mona do they, Mona get in political position, people can disagree, but it can compromise you. You can't say anything because you see 5,000 US, 1,000 US, 20,000 US coming your way. Then you were taught, you were not taught anything under no condition. You will be muted. So the party's chairman, he can't talk. The party chairman will can't say what. Everything good to them. Everything Bouaga doing good with them. Everything Bouaga doing is good because they are party. Let me bring you the party's chairman, yeah? Here we go. Luther Tappe, Pastor Luther Tappe, 1 year, they say they made significant strides.
And it will also ensure to protect the mandate that was given to the people of Liberia. And Unity Party, unlike other parties that sheepishly close their eyes to things that are not right, I can assure you that this leadership will be on the side of Liberia anytime. Today, I'm here to speak to you, our dear citizens, home and abroad, to highlight the government achievements, to update you on the fight against corruption and the stance of the party on national issues. When His Excellency President Boyka took power, we reigned on the mantra of our resolve to address the perennial issues that confront our national identity for nearly 2 centuries. Let me again assure the people of Liberia that the rescue mission was not just a political cliche, nor a terminology intended to only win elections. Rather, it was a rallying call to all who cared about the well-being of this country to confront the giants of poverty, jungling that have dehumanized our beloved people, to jointly confront the giant of corruption that have taken away basic social services from our people. At this press conference, I will also not only highlight the progress made by President Boyka, the vision, and what he intends to do in the next 5 remaining years. Let me begin with the government achievement on the road infrastructure. In 2024, our government made unprecedented strides in road construction nationwide. To date, 50 kilometers of roads have been paved in critical regions, including Nima, Monrovia, and along the road international.
Y'all listen carefully. The man naming the achievements of Unity Party government. At the party chairman, Pastor Luther Tappe, he naming all the achievements. You're listening to the man go though. The party's chairman, Luther Tappe, Pastor Luther Tappe. The first thing he started with, roads. Say the government did significant reconstruction of roads, rehabilitation, and on and on. Listen carefully.
National Airport Highway was impossible and forcing citizens to detour through neighboring Ivory Coast, southeastern corridors are now accessible, creating a direct link between the southeast and the rest of Liberia. Similarly, the road in Lofa County has been significantly improved, reducing travel time and enhancing connectivity. The Moserado County massive work are currently ongoing, upgrading community roads with the public works ministry clearing alleyways to facilitate urban accessibility. These achievements are a testament of President Baga's visionary leadership and the dedication of the Ministry of Public Works headed by Honorable Roland Giddens. Another area of improvement is the stability of commodities, prices, the economic landscape.
You're hearing a man lying? Economic stability, prices, price stability. Your things now are all over the place. Just do a sample. Most of you listening are business people. You can tell me that from January till now, things have been okay and stay okay, better off with you. What am I lying like this for? But we can understand. You expect that he would say that because he's within. You expect him to say anything different so that he's not dismissed or suspended like they did Wallow from MDR party, which we will talk to. We'll talk about that party is insignificant. But listen to the man, listen to a few lights.
Has also been remarkably making good progress. In 2018, under the previous administration, inflation peaked at 15.4 and the exchange rate soared. But today, due to the expert in economic liberation, we can say that the bleeding nose of our economy has gone. And with someone like Honorable Gaffney and a team of economists, we are optimistic that in the year 2025, Liberia will be on a path of economic progress.
All right, thank you, Chief. I think that is okay. The rest of it can be played on your station, even though that's state radio here. But we can highlight you more than our man. There you go. Man's a blatant liar, pathological liar. Hardship all over the place. People complaining on a daily basis. Your own people complaining. Then you say, talking about price stability, exchange rate, road construction, rehabilitation. Nimini Batikwa. Let Nimini Batikwa, he had a news conference. Hear what he said, Senator Nimini Batikwa, what he said about the road leading from his county, and what he said about Boakai. What the government needs to do, he needs them to do something. His area is practically cut off. Then you have party chairman ranting. See you on that, man. Let's play the King's Cash giveaway. Very shortly, let me talk this one and then open the line and we'll move to something else and we are out. But the news today, the party's chairman position. That's what an opposition is. That's what we expect. That, you see, CDC is going back into what it was in opposition. You have to stand up. Government not going to kill you. Don't be afraid. Don't put up any timid posture. When you do that, you're giving them the urge to intimidate, harass, threaten you, stifle you to do nothing. And your people will just be crying and calling on you. But when you can face them head on, they will come to their senses. They can kill you. They can take a gun and spray you all over the place. That's the last thing they will ever want to do, because their government will come down. Dubon Hill said, I can never call that that pathological liar a pastor or reverend. The man a minute ago. Gerald Martin said the rate in Liberia is giving us hard time as an international student in India to pay our bills. And ain't easy where you are. Eh? By the way, I'm about to call the first winner, but you have to play. We have to reach that number before we can, then we can call. But you are getting there. You are getting there. I can see it's encouraging. So let's continue to play. Just dial star 799 star 100 hatch. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. That's all. And you will win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. 10,000. Yeah. Just dial star 799 star 100 hatch, and then you play with $200 Liberian dollars, $200 Liberian dollars, or $1.50 US. That's all, and you receive your 10,000. Let's break on the show. When we come back, then we talk another important thing, and then we are out. This break on the show, Real Talk.
They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Parachute killing us every day. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Parachute killing us every day. Making everybody faces to front. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Parachute killing us every day. Making everybody faces to front. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your job. Plenty people name for 40. One man taking 45K. No system, no rules in place. So corruption in our face. Hunger killing us. The hunger killing us. The hunger killing us. Oh. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your grave. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so honestly, price in your job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Corruption killing us every day, making everybody faces to front. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what is the price in your pay? They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so what is the price in no job? Plenty people name for 40, one man taking 45K. No system, no rules in place, so corruption in our face. Hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, oh, hunger killing us.
Yeah, that's true. Hardship all over the place. Hunger is the order of the day. But the guys told me, I feel they got the money, they got the everything. So the ambassador's designate turned out today, as per their schedule, for confirmation hearing. Several of them, they turned out for their confirmation why they should be confirmed to their respective places. All those ambassadors, all of them, the various nominees were at the Liberian Senate. So state why they should. Dr. Ibrahim D. Kaba, Ambassador Designate Kuwait, Ali Sila, Senegal, Edward W. Appiton, the mystery character created by Deveeta Brown Lassana, chairperson of the National Elections Commission, to rig the election in favor of UP. Bwaka rewarded him. So she going through all kinds of stuff. Deveeta Brown Lassana, God can use the devil against your very self when you create evil. He uses the devil against you. So Edward Appiton, Mohamed Kane, Qatar, Fokpa Gizi, Guinea, and Levi Dima, Belgium. And what did Senator Dillon say to one of the nominees? What did he say? Senator Dillon said he will not confirm any nominee who still hold a political position or a party position, and you want to take him serious. He said he will not confirm any presidential nominee who will not resign from holding political party position. He will not resign. He will not confirm. This is a trash. Internally, Dillon is a member of Unity Party because Liberty Party, they abandoned Liberty Party. Liberty Party does not have money. Liberty Party does not have any structure. It does not have any numerical base. And Unity Party has all of the money. That's the ruling establishment, and they have all of the money. So they've gone to Unity Party. He is a member of Unity Party. Take it that way. The code of conduct say you can be a government person at the same time you hold no government position. So resign, one. Amos Tue is the Secretary General of Unity Party. He is FPRC boards. Luther Tappe is chairman of the party. He's chairman on NPA board. And on we can go. The guy who heads the ombudsman office raised the issue, quoted the law, and the law is clear. The guy said no. Bwaka said no to the ombudsman office by having meeting with the people on the same thing. And till now, Boga has not said anything to any one of those guys to resign. That's the internal side. You member of government and you know the code of conduct. Nobody knows how to quote Liberian laws in this country than Senator Dillon. But nothing has changed as the light. Now he's saying he will not confirm. That is what the people call Vla. All right. So let's go home with this one. Let me just talk it briefly. Open the line. You have your say and then we are out. But I hope that you are playing. When say we are out, it doesn't say that we can call you to give you your money. No, I can do it in few minutes that morning. So you have to play the more. You have to play the more. Keep on playing. Once we hit the number that we ought to have, then we start calling you for your 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we can reach that number, well, then sorry, but you have to. So let's play wherever you are. Yeah, play so you get the 10,000. Now, Wallo gave his tribute on behalf of MDR, Senator Prince Johnson, the late Senator Prince Johnson party. He gave a powerful tribute, a tribute that brought tears down the eyes of very many of the Moonots. At the close of the day, as a person within the NSA, we didn't know. But I'm going to talk about that NSA stuff, even though it's hard to talk the issue that I want to talk about without delay. But yes, I will try to avoid that NSA stuff because other people talk about it. Listen, the party, MDR is insignificant. The action taken against the MDR guy, Wallo, and other people is simply because Senator Prince Johnson just passed. The vice president left the party in an awkward way. The party has no direction now, and they're trying to find a way to keep it afloat by satisfying the vice president. There is no way, under no circumstance, that a person can be held for a tribute. A tribute is a statement of praise. Within that tribute, there is an admittance, provided the person who is giving the tribute with the consent of the people, if they are in group or an individual, to say something that happened that the person before dying must have told them. So nobody can be held liable for a tribute. Wallo action was not necessarily because he gave a tribute. How can a tribute affect another person? But because the way the vice president left that party, and the admittance that Prince Johnson died from the War Crimes Code pressure, and the vice president knows exactly what happened. Part of the man's death was his frustration. AB talked about that last night, so I'm not touching on that. But yes, the party, no matter how Unity Party tried to twist it, Mo Ali, when that thing happened, in no time, the next day, he organized some kind of gathering with MDR people, like, oh, nothing wrong with the party. They are together. The party still with them. Listen, MDR is insignificant to Unity Party. Unity Party don't need MDR. That party is insignificant. Don't worry, I'll give you the reasons. They don't see Unity Party, don't see that party as being significant. They see it as insignificant. But because Senator Johnson just died and the accusations against them, the pressure on them, or people know according to Yahya Nimne, the man died from pressure. Unity Party betrayed him. So it is that betrayal aspect they want to sway. There's nothing happening. There's no confusion between NDR and Senator and Unity Party. Those two parties were not close. The president wasn't speaking to the NDR leader. The vice president disconnected himself from MDR by going to Unity Party. So the party was left with few people, with Senator Johnson and few people, couple of days after Senator Johnson died. What is the link there? Senator Johnson, before his death, said that the president was not speaking to him. The president blocked him. The vice president confirmed that the president was not speaking to him. He did not know that he was confirming. He thought that he was saying something of rightness, but he didn't know that he was saying, he was contradicting himself. So what do you see them doing? They just try to create a scene so people will say, the people together, and all, but they need a party. That party is insignificant. No disrespect to Senator Johnson's party. Here is it. What is the numerical strength of that party? Assume that Unity Party going for election, like we have the by-elections coming up. What can they do significantly? How can they make a significant impact? What is the number of that party? What is the number? Senator Johnson, Unity Party did not fight for MDR. They fought for Senator Johnson as a person because of his influence. Unity Party went to Senator Johnson, according to Yahya. So they made a pact. They entered an agreement, made me president because of your influence. Nimba County is a vote-rich county, and you are the godfather. You decided several elections presidentially in this country. Now I, Joseph Imambwaka, want to be president, and you can make me president. When you make me president, the war crimes code, will you bring it or not? Will not bring the war crimes code. They spoke to him as an individual based on his influence. The man died. Nothing. They did not go to him as a party. The party did not do anything. It was Senator Johnson, personal, individual, influence politically in Nimba County. Senator Johnson campaigned as godfather in Nimba County. He did not campaign as the standard bearer of MDR. In fact, that party is not really known in Nimba County. In Nimba County, the people knew Senator Prince Johnson as the political leader, the influential figure. They're not respecting MDR. No. They only did it because the way the funeral went, so they tried to call a reconciliatory meeting where that Mo Ali initiated that. Then he's throwing tar at the opposition. They know that they value MDR. MDR does not have any strength. MDR is not a base politically. It was Senator Johnson's influence that they needed, and they got it. The party is on its own now. The man who should have taken hold of the party to make it viable and vibrant. When Senator Johnson was alive, he left Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson in his grave, then he will go and take care of that party. Can that party make him the kind of person he wants to be president? What's the strength of that party? Political party, just like the legislature, numbers. Not only numbers, but influential numbers. So that in the dead order, they say they're having meeting. Mo Ali and the other people, then they in a gathering, then he throw into our opposition, say they reconcile. The man gave a tribute. You suspended the man. The man said Senator Johnson, prior to his death, complained of the war crimes code to the extent that he said, I won't die. So how did that affect the VP? How did it affect Unity Party? That party is insignificant. It has been insignificant from day one. Nothing extra about MD Arrow. Senator Johnson, Unity Party leader, Judge Ellen Johnson Sirleaf used Senator Johnson as individual. A strong politician. She got it. President Weah used him as an individual. In his influence, he got it. Unity Party rescue camps. What did they say? Individual. Did they not say MD Arrow? Did I say MD Arrow? So you suspend a member of the party. What will it do to the party? You try to concord a reconciliation so the opposition will say, oh, that thing the people stay together. You know, you ain't value that party. You ain't value Senator Johnson party. The party is left now to, it's left with the people that there. I don't know how they're going to sustain it. I don't know. And I hope not, but I see that party dying with time. Because the man who should have held that party, that's the man left Senator Johnson before his death. That's what I tried to share. Let's play. Let me go to the dashboard now as we take few calls and then we are out. Let's do it as quickly as we can. Few calls on 0772 23 99 33 886 3044 97 777 9807 0375. Let's turn to the dashboard now to see who all have played. Hello? Yeah, let me hear you quick. Let's do it quick. I don't want long stuff. Let's go.
You know the MDR party have died. The Jamaica and Joseph plan have come to pass. You know, Johnson church in Jamaica.
Okay.
Jamaica decided to betray him.
Yeah, that is.
Plan has come to pass. So that party have died.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm Dennis Corey calling from Kaba, Track Community. Thank you for the show. You see, I don't know whether they posted the thing that is still running campaign or what. Really doubting me. I've been thinking on it. I can't really know. And they forgetting to know the country not belongs to them. No. Everybody get right in this country. Country belongs to the Liberians.
Yeah, be specific now. Be specific. Be specific. Yeah, start. Be specific now. What are you saying? Start romanticizing.
Yeah, I'm saying they might not take the country to be for their alone.
So what actually you referencing?
The attitude of the government, particularly the Omer Boakai, the way treating our country.
Okay.
The way running the country. That where coming from. It's not the reference with the wrong country like that.
All right, Chief.
It's not party running our country.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello.
Yeah. Andrew, how are you?
I'm good as you are. Let's hear you quick.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. My name is Abraham Yuma. I come from Crystal Police. That man is called Lucifer Tate. It's not Lucifer Tate. It's Lucifer Tate because it's Lucifer a liar. He lied to people around him. It was saying you give someone a program called Push You Up. Things they told people far away and carry it. When I can go on now, you didn't get time for that one. So he went, fire to a place, he said, I go to bomb there. All that thing he been doing. So today he been lying. I got a corporate progressing and me, I'm a seller, I'm a businessman. Now the oil we're buying for $27, $31 USD. Which we're selling for 4,000 plus now is 3,000 plus.
All right, Chief. Thank you. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Yeah, let's go quick.
Yeah, I'm Peter W. Casa, cover under the street light in Lower Johnson.
Let's go.
The issue regarding to the burning of the capital building for us.
But man, I finished with that thing.
Declare that the government of the Republic of Liberia is the one that did it right, and the police director is not an exceptional, even including those guys on the majority black. Because James Colette was heard on a media that they never expected the fire to intensify. So they are the one that instigated the entire burning of the Capitol building.
Thank you, Sam. Hello.
Well done, Uzan.
Yes, yeah, let's hear you. Your name and where you come from.
Thank you very much, Bido. Manit Aliyu, Kadikuma, Mepigi, Formula, and Kaibu, and Kawa,
Let's go.
You know, can you commend you the afternoon by another day? The meeting to the more powerful chair in the Republic of Abroad, Mr. Tape, for informing the Liberian people about what happening in the present government, whether by President Jose Numa Panta. I want to commend it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling too. Have a nice day. Hello. Hello. Yeah, you are low. You are low.
I'm Joseph from Brooklyn.
Yeah, let's hear you. Joseph what?
Joseph Safa.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, for me, I just want to ask questions. Where was the vice president when the lady Senator P. Johnson went to direct the law to ask the president to offer job to the what is it? All
Sorry, Chief, your line is bad of. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
Good afternoon.
This is Pastor Emmanuel T. Cooper. I call from Bannersville precisely.
Let's hear you, Pastor.
Yeah, like you really analyzed, our minister of the gospel who in person of Reverend Luther Tape should be earnest. You know, when you're serving God and your mind is not renewed and your heart is not transformed, then you will speak lies and deception and criminality. You know, we have a self-informed. Not that pastors or reverend can take part in the politics, but you should balance your politics. You can be biased, you can be segregated, and you can be so corrupt. Because we learn the inaugural money, portion of that money, you took it off. You know, we are minister of the gospel.
You went off, Pastor. You went off. All right. Thank you. You did extremely well. That's it. That's all the time we've got for the show. So let me tell you, those of you who were mocking and still mocking Senator Johnson, and your argument was stemmed from the war, you go back to Paul situation. I can tell you that Senator Johnson has gone to heaven. Yes. And the reason is clear. Senator Johnson brought unsaved souls to Christ. Sit down there and be shouting and screaming. Be like the Judaizers, critical of everything and people. Because you think you go to church, you pay tithe and you get offering, so it's okay. Don't speak to a person and bring that person to Christ. You know, your mock Senator Johnson, the mayor, pastor, they go, they tribute and all. They put in a pastor, all kind of things they were pretending. You're listening to all of them. If you know the Bible, Senator Johnson gone to heaven. Sit down there. Don't think about yourself. Think you're making mockery of the man. We agreed that during the war, he killed. He did all sorts of things. But who tempers justice with mercy? Not us, God. And once you can take God's word and talk to somebody, and that person accepts the gospel, the 10 million person that you killed, God wiped everything away. That one thing that you said to that person is what God looks at and takes you straight to heaven. So all that mockery you were making at the men's tribute, he became pastor, he went this and that. Some of you say you're pastor in this place. You say you can go to church, nothing. You make mockery of the man. I say it because tomorrow, by God's grace, I'm bringing one of the tributes against something they said. That's why I say they try making mockery. No, Senator Johnson, I can tell you he's going to heaven with God. I see you. Thank you ever so much. The news is on at 6. Don't miss it. And then at 8 this evening is the show, Face the Issues with AB. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a bomb, a fascinating one like last night. I'm Sam Andrews. This is how we go home. We can get out without the world's greatest icon, Liberia's most peaceful personality, the man who epitomizes peace, the man who the country's peace and stability rest on, the man whose demeanor is always love and photocopy by the generations coming after him. We can't go home without this man. He takes us home. We're back tomorrow, if God permits. I'm Sam Andrews.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner.